Hello everyone and welcome back. So today we are finally doing our monthly doll hunting video or shopping, whatever you would like to call it. So this month is April. So this month, unfortunately, I was bedridden for I think honestly 2 or 3 weeks. So a lot of this video is going to be online shopping. And I am pretty used to online shopping. During COVID, I was really good at it and spending money. So, you know, let's just say that I found some good deals. So the first thing was Catch of the Day. So they are closing down their store. So what Catch of the Day is, it's almost like Amazon, where there's different sellers and everything that sell on this platform. But because Catch is closing down, they also do have stuff in their own warehouse. And they're trying to really get rid of those for really cheap prices. So some of the dolls were actually on sale. The only thing I really saw from Catch themselves was the Core Refresh Draculaura on sale. They just have random things, so a lot of their stuff is from Target, Kmart, just other resellers. So a lot of the prices are not really that good, to be honest. Like, you can see some stuff for like $100, and it's like retailing for 30. So that's just Catch. Like, I would say it's good for some things, not for a lot. So I think that's why they're not doing that well, because as you can see, it's like third party stuff. A lot of it is like Abby 65, not something that should be $65. Yeah, so I would say Catch is good for just buying things from Target. As you see, yeah, the Core Refresh Draculaura, she was $38 retail price, but then I think 40% off. So that came down to like $24. And I was like, she would be great to have, because I actually don't have her yet, and also to buy another one to rebody the Barrier Secret Draculaura as well. So I ended up buying two of her. And this is another thing. They sometimes do not have the right pictures for this listing. So this is Monster High Fest. This is not the Monster High Fest dolls. This is a different line that's quite old. So it's being sold through Target. So the thing is that you're gonna get the Monster High Fest dolls. You're not gonna get this doll line. Yeah, it's pretty disappointing. I was actually tempted to buy them just to see if I would get the older dolls, but no, I wouldn't risk it, because if they're closing down in a couple of weeks, good luck trying to get a refund. So yeah, I didn't want to risk it. Now on to Bratz. They did have some things for additional 40% off as well. They had the Always Brat Jade and Sasha. I was mm, look, I already have them myself. Yeah, I've already, okay, yeah, I'm trying to remember if I've already unboxed them or not. Because, like, it's been a while, actually, and I've not actually even edited these videos yet. So, but yes, I've unboxed these dolls. And I was like, they could be good for like $26, but I don't really need them, so I didn't buy them. I would have rather have gotten Chloe, but I didn't, because I didn't have her. Then they had Sasha and Jade. Because the third listing that has Chloe is actually assorted from Target, but these two are actually from Catch the Day themselves. So that's why they're 40% off. if you do pay attention to the prices, you can really see how jacked up they are from the third-party sellers. And that's why I don't think Catch makes much money because the thing is like Amazon does have third parties, but they also have Amazon in like every single country, mostly. So with Catch, they only have their own warehouse, and then like look at Rainbow High. Look at the prices for Rainbow High. Just look at them, like 70, 150. Why? Why are they so expensive? Ugh, like I don't understand it. Like these were just so expensive. They didn't have any Rainbow High dolls on sale, so didn't really matter, but they were just so expensive. Next up, we have Barbie. I'm not a huge collector of the Playline Barbie dolls, more the collector Barbies, so they didn't really have much that was up my alley, unfortunately, but they did have some dolls for 40% off. The main thing was the Barbie mermaid doll, of course. They've got to have a Barbie mermaid doll on sale somewhere. So they had it. So I'm not disappointed. And they had the pop star Barbie as well. I don't know if that's from a movie. Like I've seen one of them that's actually from a movie, so I'm not too sure if that one's from a movie or not. But yeah, there really wasn't much else, unfortunately. Now I didn't even know there's actually Care Bears. I actually don't hate them, but I don't love them. Like I'm in the mix. I think they're kind of creepy but kind of cute. So I feel like if they go on sale, I probably would get them. I don't know. I feel like they would haunt me in my sleep, but I think I would get them. I don't know. I honestly don't know how I feel about them, but I think the Care Bears Barbies are actually kind of cute. Next up is Mattel Australia. So I got an email actually from them about Barbie Week, I believe, about their giveaways and sales. I was like, all right, let's just have a look and see what they have on their website. And I was actually pretty excited for their little giveaway they were having. So it was when you spend $80, you can get the chance to win 1 out of 10 gold class tickets for Village Cinema. And they had my favorite Ken. I call him Gay Ken. He's the couture Ken. I've been wanting him since he came out, but I never brought him because he was like close to $200. And I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. But I was like, I will get him for my birthday. And surprise, surprise, they had him on sale. And I think it was like close to $75 for him. And I was like, that's actually a really good deal. And as you can see, they have other stuff like Jennifer for $47. So their prices are a bit more expensive on this website than normal. But in saying that though, the prices and shipping is actually pretty good because Mattel Creations is like $30 minimum, where Couture Ken, I did buy him, shipping for him was $5. And it's like, that's a lot better. As you can see, I was kind of gagged at this Barbie. The price was $100 for this reveal Barbie. Now, I think it was an error. There was no way that the store was actually $100 because I was like, let's double check if this actually is. And then I had to look at Target. I think they had the older versions available and they were on clearance for 20, so I do not think that they are $100. I think maybe $30 or $35, not $100. And they also had this Barbie as well for $75. I really want the guy from this line, but he was not there. He's probably sold out, unfortunately. But yeah, I actually might get her eventually, because she's still in stock, I believe. But onto the gay Ken, the Ken Couture doll. I love this doll so much. I love the packaging. I love the jacket. Like, honestly, this doll is top tier for me. Like, this Ken doll, his hair, his face. It is like handsome Squidward meets Ken. It's just amazing. Like, I love the suit. I love the jacket. The art design is phenomenal. I just can't with this doll. I did buy him, and I also can say I won the 2 gold class tickets as well, so that was really good. It was worth the $75 that I did pay for him, and I got the tickets, so that was really good. And next up is Maya. So surprisingly, Maya actually did have a almost full Barbie sale on stuff. So they actually included Barbie signature dolls, so the Mycene dolls, Harley Quinn, and Poison Ivy were also on sale. They normally do not go on sale. So even though they have a toy sale or like they always go on sale like every other week, I swear to God, like Barbie, like honestly every like all the toys do go on sale like every other week. So it's not something new, but to see Barbie signature dolls actually on sale instead of being on clearance was honestly such a surprise because they normally go from full price to clearance and then barely on sale. So to see them on sale was actually really good. The Mycene dolls came down to 64. Look, I never grew up with Mycenes. I didn't really have them as a kid. I was more of a Barbie, Monster High, Live Doll, Moxie Teen, Bratz type of person. Didn't grow up with Mycene dolls. So they're not really in my childhood or anything. But it's good to actually see these dolls. Maya Melbourne, though, has plenty of these dolls. Like, I think they have close to probably 60 of each character. Probably even more. Like, they have plenty of these. They're not selling at all. Yeah, I've seen plenty of these dolls. Next up is like Poison Ivy for 84, so a bit cheaper, like $20. I decided to get Poison Ivy myself because I did not have her at the time. We'll get into that later. Harley Quinn as well, 84. Harley Quinn is a lot more popular than Poison Ivy. My Melbourne again has plenty of Poison Ivies. I think close to about 60. Last time I checked, it's about 60, 50. So quite a fair bit. So now we're on to Amazon, and I got some really good deals on Amazon this month. Like, I was really surprised. The first deal I really got was the Monster High original Draculaura for $60. I was shocked to see it for only $60. I grabbed it up straight away. Like, I brought her straight away. I was like, yes, that needs to be mine. This was after I brought the 4 of them on eBay. Now, that's going to be coming up very soon. That was also really fun to deal with. But the Draculaura, I do have a video coming. I've not edited or anything, so hopefully that'll be up very soon. But yeah, I was really excited. For $60, I was so excited to get her. I was so happy. And next up is the Monster High Skeleton Secrets Neon Frats Draculaura. She was actually a really good price. I think she was like $60. So I was like, why not? She's not around anymore. Like, she's quite an old doll. So I'll get her. And I also did get the Cleo Ballerina doll line as well to complete that line. I've been waiting about, I think, close to probably about 4 weeks now for that doll to be posted. She's not been sent out yet, so I don't know what's happening with that doll. I don't know if I'll ever get that doll. Who knows at this point? We'll see. We'll just, fingers crossed we get that doll, because I really want that Cleo doll to finish off that skeleton line, because now I have Abby. We've gotten that whole line. And as well, during April, I had my birthday and did some shopping as well. So I did go a bit crazy and brought a fair bit of stuff. This is an old clip as well that I posted in my other video. But as you can see, I brought some mermaid dolls. I got some Berry Secrets. I got some LOL OMG Fierce dolls. Some of the core G3 dolls as well. The Love 2-pack for Valentine's Day. Pokemon games. An Ashniko vinyl. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff for my birthday, so it was really good. I did go a bit crazy when I went shopping at Toymate. After I was bedridden for 3 weeks to even 4 weeks, it was actually really bad. I was not able to walk around. Like I was limping so hard. So, because yeah, I was going out, mind you, I wasn't like fully bedridden. It was more just if I went out, it was gonna take me hours to get through. Because even my birthday, I took close to 4 or 5 hours to walk around to just Target, Big W, Kmart, and Toymate. It was not fun. But as you can see, my local Target in the middle, I took this picture early March. So this was their Monster High little end cap they had. They were so cool. As you can see, I had the potions. They even had the green potions, which I don't think were meant to be out that early, but they were. They had the various secrets. They had the core refresh dolls. And I think this was in time for school holidays. So as you can see on the other side of left and right, these are end caps from school holidays, and they are a mess. I could not really film any more stuff, unfortunately, because it was really busy and so many kids during school holidays. It was crazy. It was a crazy time. And here's what I was able to quickly film. I kid you not, like, this is like a 20-second clip. It was so short. So here is the unboxing of the 4 Production dolls that I did get from eBay America. So they did come with some paper on top and the American parcel envelope bubble wrapping, not actual bubble wrap to protect the dolls, which, spoiler alert, they were not protected at all. It was like they were good, these little satchels, to actually protect me from like cutting the box, but not to actually protect the dolls. So as you can tell, the boxes came damaged. I was really upset with Laguna because she was one I was wanting out of all of them. So the box is actually from Amazon. The box was an Amazon box, tightly fitted, just paper and some little mail satchel bubble wrap, so it wasn't really anything protecting them. I was shocked, to say the least, because I spent close to $500 on these dolls and waited almost a month for these dolls. So I knew that I was probably going to return these dolls, which I did. I got my money back, so now I've got to make sure that they do pack these correct if I do buy these again, because now I'm missing Laguna and a Draculaura. I am getting Frankie and Claudine from a different seller, but who knows with those dolls as well. I've not gotten them yet, so I've got to buy another bundle because it's cheaper to get a bundle with Laguna in it than buying her separately. First up is Frankie. She was actually pretty decent. I wasn't mad, but the main one I wanted out of this whole lot was Laguna. So, yeah, it was really sad. The seller, I will say that the seller was very like defensive, being like, well, I packaged them well, I make sure to wrap them in paper and bubble wrap. I'm like, I was like, I'm like, I don't really think that you understand to use bubble wrap and not just the satchel bubble wrapping, because that's very different to wrapping them, and especially because it came from America. It's not coming, from Australia, so it's a bit different as well. Dracula had a bit of denting as well on a box, but still pretty decent condition. Not the worst I've seen. But yeah, they were definitely different in the pictures. As the seller said, they were damaged in transit and tried to blame it on customs, which I was like, yeah, no, it was not customs. It was just because they were not protected well in a very slim, tight Amazon box with no protection. As you can see, I'm very bitter about this because I was really excited for these dolls and I spent so much money on these and they did not come the way I wanted them to, unfortunately. Because if they were like $200, I would have been okay with it and I would have unboxed them, but because they were $500 almost, I wanted to get them in a box. Claudine also was really fine. Her box is a bit damaged as well, a little bit, but not the worst out of all 4 of them. Probably the second worst. Now, last up is Maya. So, as you can see, they had the original Creep productions of Frankie in stock, even Jackie Laura at one point. I ordered them, they got cancelled. I was really sad because I really wanted to try and get some replacements for the ones I did get for like kind of cheap, because 55 is still pretty cheap for these, because you're gonna see these dolls for like $100 to $150 each. So I was like, I'll take the risk, and I did, and they got cancelled. But this is the same time that the Toralei and Operetta came out as well, and they were out of stock. But don't worry, I did get them. I've not got them in the mail just yet, so I have to wait for those to arrive, but I will hopefully do a video on those when I get them. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this monthly April doll hunt. I know it's a bit more boring than my other usual videos. It was, yeah, really hard to actually try and film in store when I was bedridden for a couple of weeks and then out of school holidays, so it was really fun to deal with that, but hopefully next month will be a lot better. I have stopped buying a lot of dolls though, I will say, because it is becoming so expensive and there's just so much stuff coming out. Like in Melbourne, Lady Gaga is coming to Melbourne, so that's going to be prioritized and that's so expensive, her tickets. But anyways, I do hope you guys have enjoyed this video.